गुड मॉर्निंग डैलस, गुड इवनिंग इंडिया, भारत बोलते हुए आपका दोस्त, आपका होस्ट, आपका आरजे और आपका आर के राजीव कुलकर्णी फिर एक बार आप सबको भारत अन्वेषण में स्वागत करते हुए आज का डेट अप्रैल 16 2023 यहाँ पे डैलस में अभी 10:30 सवेरे का। कई लोग ब्रंच कर रहे होंगे, कई लोग ब्रेकफास्ट कर रहे होंगे और वहाँ पे इंडिया में अभी 9 बज रहे हैं रात के। तो आप सब लोग अभी अपने थाली के साथ बैठे होंगे, अपना डिनर कर रहे होंगे संडे के शाम, एकदम रिलैक्स होके ये कार्यक्रम देखने का और मस्ती करने का और मज़ा लेने का। तो फिर से भारत अन्वेषण में आपका स्वागत करता हूँ। आज हमारे बीच में एक बहुत ही स्पेशल गेस्ट है। ऑलरेडी आपको पता है कौन है। You know the guest name already, you know what he does, probably with the title of the poster or title of the YouTube link you would have already imagined what he's up to, and उसमें डिस्क्रिप्शन में भी मैंने लिखा हुआ है उनका एक्टिविटीज़ क्या है। लेकिन उनके बारे में जानने के लिए थोड़ा सा वेट करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि हर संडे को हम लोग एक अपना भगवान को याद करते हैं और उसके बाद में ये अपना प्रोग्राम शुरू करते हैं भारत अन्वेषण। आइए और एक बार स्वागत करते हुए ये हम गाना सुनते हैं भगवान का, फिर ये अपना ये कार्यक्रम शुरू करेंगे। नमस्कार।
मालिक तेरे बंदे हम ऐसे हो हमारे करम, नीकी पर चले और बदी से टले, ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम। है मालिक तेरे बंदे हम। बड़ा कमजोर है आदमी, अभी लाखों है इसमें कमी, पर तू जो खड़ा है दयालु बड़ा, तेरी कृपा से धरती थमी। दिया तूने हमें जब जन्म, तू ही झेलेगा हम सबके गम। नीकी पर चले और बदी से टले, ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम। है मालिक तेरे बंदे हम। जब जुल्मों का हो सामना, जब जुल्मों का हो सामना, तब तू ही हमें थामना। वो बुराई करे हम भलाई भरे, नहीं बदले की हो कामना। बढ़ उठे प्यार का हर कदम, और मिटे बैर का ये भरम। नीकी पर चले और बदी से टले, ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम। है मालिक तेरे बंदे हम।
वेलकम बैक टू भारत अन्वेषण। फिर से आपको स्वागत करते हुए एक्सप्लोर इंडिया भी इंग्लिश में हम बोलते हैं भारत अन्वेषण को। आज का ये स्पेशल गेस्ट के बारे में, भारत अन्वेषण के साथ कैसे जुड़े हैं, इसके बारे में इसलिए मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ उनका, इसलिए मैं अपने प्रोग्राम में लेके आया हूँ, क्योंकि डेफिनेटली ही बिलोंग्स टू भारत एंड द स्पेशलिटी ऑफ दिस पर्सन ही इज ए मेंटलिस्ट एंड ऑल्सो ए मैजिशियन। ठीक है। और वो कैसे ये सब मतलब इस प्रोफेशन में आए और कैसे मेंटलिस्ट और मैजिक, इन दोनों में क्या रिश्ता है, इन दोनों में क्या रिलेशनशिप है, इसमें क्या डिफरेंसेस है, इसके बारे में आज आपको मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ या आपके लिए लेके आना चाहता हूँ उनके ज़रिए, क्योंकि इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस टू नो थ्रू द एक्चुअल पर्सन हु डज दैट, राइट। तो उसमें मतलब ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग बातें आती हैं, क्योंकि दे स्पीक आउट देयर एक्सपीरियंसेस, दे स्पीक, वो जब कंडक्ट करते हैं, व्हेन दे आर ऑन द स्टेज, दे टॉक अबाउट दिस, दे डू दिस एक्टिविटीज़, राइट। सो दे नो एग्जैक्टली व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग। हम लोग तो गूगल करके इसके बारे में डेफिनेशन ढूंढ सकते हैं, लेकिन जो आदमी ये सदियों से करते आ रहा है या बहुत सालों से करते आ रहा है, उनके मुंह से सुनना और भी ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है। लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन, ज़्यादा आपका टाइम नहीं लेते हुए मैं वेलकम करना चाहता हूँ मिस्टर आशिक प्रकाश। आशिक, वेलकम टू भारत अन्वेषण। हाउ आर यू टुडे?
Hey Rajiv, thank you. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing great, sir. Very, very happy to see you. I am very, very happy to have you on Bharat Anveshan platform, because I know you are one busy individual here in Dallas, Texas. दर्शकों को ये बताऊं कि ये आशिक प्रकाश जो है इधर डालस में रहते हैं। फ्रिस्को नाम है जहाँ वो सिटी है या सबब बोल सकते हैं जहाँ रहते हैं। सो यू आर ए बिजी पर्सन और दिस संडे मॉर्निंग आई वोक यू अप। So I would say that from that you are taken 1 hour to come on Bharat Anveshan and talk about your activities. So tell me, Ashik, whenever I tell about your name Ashik, then suddenly I go back, ये आशिक वो हिंदी वाला आशिक तो नहीं है।
Yeah. First of all, thanks Rajiv. Thanks for having me on your show. It's a pleasure to be here. And yeah, coming back to my name Ashik, right? This is one of the frequent questions which people ask me when they meet me for the first time. Like, what is this Ashik? Who named you Ashik? And they start singing songs, Hindi Bollywood songs like Ashik Hai Tu, Ashik Hai, all those things. And so basically, this name actually I got it from my mom, and my mom named me because when I was born, my mom told me that I actually winked my eyes to the nurse. Okay? And Ashik actually means lover. So
Yes.
my mom thought it's by my parents thought to better name him as Ashik. So I'm trying to maintain my name. So
okay, I hope your wife is not watching this right now.
we're going to cut this part, right?
Okay, let's do that. Yes. So Prajna, be careful, okay? Anyways, let's come to, so Ashik, that is a beautiful name, no doubt at all. And be like that, because we all have to have that Ashiki inside us, right? To live happily and young and smiling and laughing always, right? So that is the secret of a very happy life, I would say. And so anyway, so originally you belong to what? Bangalore, originally from Karnataka, right?
Yes, Rajesh sir. I was born and brought up in Bangalore, Karnataka. We speak Kannada at home, and my school, colleging, everything has been in Bangalore. Only for my post-graduation, I was in Mangalore. I think even you are connected to Mangalore, so you might be knowing Mangalore very well.
Yes.
I was 3 for my post-graduation. I did my Master of Computer Applications from St. Aloysius.
Wow.
And my mom is also from Udupi.
Oh, very nice.
My dad is from Kumta, so we often keep going there. Yeah, Udupi, Mangalore.
Very nice. I mean, that particular coastal belt is fantastic, I would say.
Yeah, beautiful.
Udupi to Kumta and all. Yes. Very nice. Yeah, I grew up in all those beautiful places, in Karnataka. So the whole coastal area, I grew up actually. So yeah. Nice. Very nice. It's a small world, when you meet from the same place, and then we discover that we are here in Pardes mein hai, and Pardes mein bhi mil rahe hain. So that is a beautiful bonding and beautiful connection, I would say. And now I come to know that you do this wonderful acts, and I'm very, very eager to know more about what you do and so on and so forth. So basically your original work, other than I would say, being a mentalist and being a magician, what else you do otherwise?
So basically, my bread and butter is IT. As you know, most of 90% of guys in US
Yes,
are to IT
right.
professionals. I'm a software engineer. So I came to US with IBM actually, and it was in 2013, almost 10 years
10
now.
years.
Yeah, and currently I'm working for a software firm called Caliber. They're into mortgage home loans here.
Right.
Yeah, so that is my Monday to Friday job, and weekends I'm doing my gigs.
Oh, fantastic. That's how it should be, right? And then definitely you reprogram, you reformat your brain to get activated from Monday again, right? So
Yeah.
okay, okay, that's very nice. That's very nice. But tell me, Ashik, that why you felt that you had to get into this mentalist means basically mind reading, I would say, and then also like magic. Let's get first, being a mentalist part. Then what you do exactly on that?
So, as a kid, I was never fascinated towards magic or anything. I was more into cricket, basically. So,
Okay,
school, college days, probably I used to watch on television some magic, but I was curious or crazy about, or not. I even thought that I'm going to be a magician or mentalist one day. But yeah, mentalism. I think I have to start with my magic and then go on to mentalism because
okay.
for me to
Either
relate.
way is fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
So probably after my when I got married, actually one of my friend he used to perform in cruise in Caribbean cruises, all these big cruises.
Right.
So I met him in Mangalore once in a pub. He started showing me a few tricks. So he was so good. He's still a professional magician. He's performed for all big celebrities back in Bangalore and India, from Sachin Tendulkar to Puneet Rajkumar. His name is Akarsh Bhatt. Yeah, I need to give
Okay.
him credit because he's the guy who actually inspired me to learn magic. I mean,
Excellent.
it happened. It was not planned. It was just an accident. So uh, I used to watch on television like the talent shows and other things. I used to watch with my mom on AXN. There used to be another famous magician called Chris Angel. I used
Yeah.
to watch all those things, but I never thought I'll get into magic. But when this Akar started performing for me, the adjacent table people who were sitting in that pub, right? Even they joined. Matlab, he was so good. He was so good in his art. So
Mm-hmm.
that actually, seeing those reactions of those audience, that actually struck to me. Matlab, I need to learn this. How is this done? Just to probably impress my family and friends. That was my only intention initially.
Intention.
Yeah. So I used to ask him, hey, Akash, just teach me one trick. So he just taught me the basic trick, and he thought I'm like a laid back guy. Okay, I don't take anything seriously. He thought he's going to learn one and then forget about it. But I couldn't actually sleep because I was so interested and curious after that. And I was in Mangalore that time in my in-laws' place, and I called my mother-in-law. It was late in the night. I called her. I wanted a pack of cards. Means just to learn the basic things, right? So she got me my first pack of cards, and I used to start practicing, watch YouTube videos, learn everything, whatever possible I used to do, and then show it to the servants of the house. And I wanted some audience. There is no audience,
Yes,
right? I
yes,
just
absolutely.
show it to your wife. And my mom used to be my big critic. I mean, I used to show it to her. She used to enjoy, and she used to tell, "This is not good in this." So she was my first audience. I used to perform like that. That is how I started doing. And then later on, I used to show it to my area kids. Small kids used to come near my house. I was already married that time, okay? And my dad used to tell, this guy is not going to get serious in life. He's still playing with cards with those kids. Because they used to block the driveway. When my dad
Right.
used to come, they all used to be there asking me to show a trick, and they used to block the driveway. So, but my mom used to always encourage me. And then I started going in small get-together parties and other things. Then I used to see people reaction. They used to encourage me. So that kept on going. Then that is how I got into magic actually.
Oh, wonderful.
And then
So
I came to US. Yeah,
Akash Bhatt is the main inspiring person behind this, I would say.
yeah. He's still in touch, and he's very much surprised with me because he didn't think that I'm going to do it in this level, at the corporate levels and other things. So he even today messaged me. Probably he asked me to
Okay.
send a video of this recording. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Very nice, very nice. He's still in Bangalore, is it?
He's still in Bangalore. Yeah, he's a full-time professional. He's a magician and
Okay,
mentalist.
wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful, wonderful. So, and of course, when you started this with your family, people, mother-in-law, mother, and your the neighboring kids and all, then how did you get into the next level? Like that, how did you feel that it's right? It's a time for me to perform little with the larger audience or some serious audience.
So it was just the passion, right? Once you have that passion, you will somehow drive through it. I couldn't sleep in the night at times. I used to wake up in the
Correct.
night and start learning some trick. I used to
Correct.
practice. I used to do all those things. But I think after some time, after I started performing some local parties and all, I started getting that confidence, seeing those reactions. I thought I can take it to the next level. I mean, but even to take it to the next level, marketing is one of the biggest another challenge.
Totally
Whatever good
agree.
you are, you might be knowing you're good you are, but how do you reach out to people, right? So
Right.
whenever I go and tell somebody I can perform few magic tricks, they would tell me, "Can you vanish my wife? Can you pull out a rabbit from your hat?" So it used to be challenging, and yeah. But I kept on doing. I used to do small parties, and I used to get word of mouth. Somebody would have seen me there. They would call me to another party. And though they used to pay me less, very less initially, I used to spend more on my props and other things.
Sure, sure.
But that interest and that passion always kept me
Yeah.
going.
Right, right,
And
right.
once I came to US, I met a comic character called Bergman. He was pretty famous in Pittsburgh. So he wanted to pull crowd. He met me in one of the events, and he told me, "Will you join me with your acts in my event so that you can pull some crowd for me?" So I
Correct.
actually collaborated with him. Yeah, I was constantly getting some networks like that.
Excellent. So let's take a quick break here, and I will play a beautiful song which will have a word jadoo in Hindi, which is magic. But this jadoo is little different than what you are doing. Let's hear it out.
जादू है तेरा ही जादू जो मेरे दिल पे छाने लगा। जादू है तेरा ही जादू जो मेरे दिल पे छाने लगा। दीवाने मेरे ये तो बता क्या किया तूने, मीठा सा दर्द होने लगा।
ये क्या हुआ पहले ना ऐसा होता था, मैं हूँ कहाँ मैं जानू ना। ये क्या हुआ पहले ना ऐसा होता था, मैं हूँ कहाँ मैं जानू ना। कोई मुझे इतना बता दे, घर का मेरे मुझको पता दे। बता क्या किया तूने, मीठा सा दर्द होने लगा।
ಜಾದು ಹೇ ತೇರಾ ನಶಾ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇದು ಗುಲಾಮ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಮೂವಿ ಗುಲಾಮ್. Amir Khan and Rani Mukherjee were the in lead roles, and famous song, and I would say famous movie at that time. And so I thought I will use this Jadoo song because this is also magic only, you know, falling in love, being romantic, and a lot of people will relate, you know, themselves in that. You know, I fell in love with the magic of something and something, right? So I thought that why don't I fit this Jadoo word in this and play this song? So you know, which also is kind of a magic. So anyways, coming back to this show Bharat Anveshan, if people have just logged in, just उनको बता दूं कि आज हमारे बीच में एक स्पेशल गेस्ट है मिस्टर आशिक प्रकाश, who lives in Frisco, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas in the United States. Or how he is connected Bharat Anveshan, because he comes from Bharat, which is also he comes from Karnataka, and he has this special caliber of being an IT professional. He also has this caliber of being a mentalist, reading minds of people, and also he is a magician, and that is something incredible I see, because he's a young guy and learning from a person who he met at some party or something at a pub, I guess. So, and then he is learning from him, and the person, he got inspired, and then he says that that's it. He just took it, and then now he is a very professional magician himself, and also a mentalist. Welcome back again, Ashik. And so coming back to the magic part of it, right? Now, typically, like, do you have to do a lot of practice before your show, or like how does it work?
Yeah, like any other career or like a dance or singing, anything, right? You need practice. So similarly, even magic, it requires practice. I've tried at times going without practice. Like if I performed some show 2 days back, I'm confident that I can do. I've gone there and I've got busted basically. Some people have actually caught me doing so. I tried not to be overconfident. That was one of the learning things I've learned. And so whatever small trick or big trick, I make sure I practice the previous day. Even if I've done it 100 times, I make sure
Yes.
I practice. And
Yeah, there's always a saying called practice makes perfect, right? So I think that
never take it for
definitely
granted,
holds true. Yeah. So yeah, so typically, like you do the practice just before the day, or you keep practicing every day, like in music, for instance. And if you are practicing every day, it helps in terms of singing, right? Like your vocal cords starts opening up consistently, and then you have that consistent flow of the throw of, you know, the song or the pitch, or you know, the music or something like that. So is that something you have to do every day, or it's just before the show?
I don't do it every day. Means I used to do it initially until I become perfect in a trick. And once I know the trick, I just need a little bit of brush up, and I'm ready. But I need to make sure that I've practiced it, perfected it before, and then I just brush up on the day before the show and go it
Okay.
from.
And is it like the same consistent magic acts you do in pretty much all the shows, or you keep adding the new tricks as well?
Yeah, I like adding new things because I myself get bored doing the same stuff. I like mixing it up. Though the audience
Yeah.
wouldn't have seen, if it is
Yeah.
the same audience, I mean, I only repeat it for 2 or 3 times for the same audience.
Yeah.
But mostly, and even the gigs are different every time. Corporate gigs are different versus a birthday party. They even call me for house warming party. So I got all this
Okay.
experience of performing in different places, which I even didn't think about it. Initially, I used to think it would just be birthday parties, but I've done from even gender reveal, housewarming, swimming pool parties to corporate events to uh, cocktail parties, everything. So I pick and choose. I based on the reaction of the audience, right? I already have the selected things
Right.
which
Right.
I perform. Yeah.
Since you said reaction, let's watch a small clipping from Ashik here.
With a famous celebrity named Tom Cruise.
He did so many great things you would not believe it. You gotta get him. He's awesome.
The winner is Ashik Prakash!
You're awesome, Ashik. Awesome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is simply superb, I would say. Awesome. Congratulations, Ashik. And I know that I think I've seen that video as well. What you mentioned about Tom Cruise. It is a Pooja Batra trick you did, right?
Yes, yes. That was one of the talent shows. Yeah, I had to come up with something unique and which would engage the judges, audience, everybody. So yeah,
Okay.
that was pretty interesting one.
And that happened in
That happened in 2018, I believe, 17 or 18, yeah, in Houston.
that in Houston, in Texas. Okay, great, great. So was it? I mean, she was like a judge in
Yeah,
the
she was a
panel.
judge.
Okay,
Correct.
okay,
She was
okay.
one of the
Great,
celebrity
great.
judges. Yeah.
Great. So you made her assume the holiday place and with whom she is going to go and which place she is going to go, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it was a dream date. She could have picked any date, any year, and then
Yeah.
she chose that celebrity. It was her choice. So it was all free choices. And I already had that prediction, and that is what blew her mind.
In fact, it's a very interesting video. दर्शकों को बताऊं, आपको अगर आशिक जी का एक्ट्स देखना है, क्लिपिंग्स देखनी है, डेफिनेटली विजिट हिज फेसबुक पेज. Also, he is on Instagram, and definitely he is on social media. So just type Ashik Prakash, the magician, or the mentalist. Definitely he will.
Ashik magically yours. Yeah.
Ashik magically yours. So definitely, you can watch all his clippings and small videos हुआ या his acts and everything. It's very very interesting. मैंने खुद देखा है. That's why I could relate that particular clipping. जब टॉम क्रूज बोला उन्होंने तो immediately I could connect that it was Pooja Batra's show. I remembered. No, that's amazing. I saw that particular video and it's quite amazing. So we talked about the practice that you do, and you said that it's not a daily practice, but definitely you make sure that you are perfect just before the show, like 1 day or 2 days in advance. And then we talked about how you got inspired, with whom you got inspired, and by whom you got inspired, and who were your initial audience who could support you. And that is very cute of knowing those audience, actually, because mother is one, definitely I would say guru. Always when you start something, you definitely want to share with your mom and get a solid critic, whether it's either direction. Definitely you can improve upon if you are on the acceptance level category. So that also we came to know. And then now we want to know about your mind reading capabilities, because you said that first we will go on the magic and then we go into the mind reading thing. So how different it is from the magic thing?
Yeah, magic is more of, you can say, sleight of hand or some vanishes. You vanish something here, you show it there, disappearing acts or levitation, floating things. But mentalism is what I'm more interested in. I don't like to be called as a magician. I prefer being a mentalist because I feel that is more cool and it attracts people. A magician, right? They feel you call him to a birthday party, he'll do some tricks with it. So I tell them I don't do this kids party, but still I get people referring me. So, yeah, and mentalism is basically a subcategory of magic, and it has got
Okay.
something to do with people's mind, hacking people's mind, extracting information from people, or thoughts, suggestions, and predicting all these things. For example, these all part of mentalism, and with
So is
mentalism, right? Yeah.
so sorry to interrupt you. Is it also like hypnotizing people?
No, hypnotizing is another branch again.
That's
So the
another
various,
branch. Okay.
yeah, you have specialization in each thing. I don't like too much of hypnotism and other things, but I'm more into mentalism.
Hmm.
And mentalism also has more scope for you, like as a performer, right? So
Right.
it's your personality, your showmanship. You can show good with mentalism. So I like doing that stuff because people go crazy when you take somebody's phone and you unlock their phone. You're meeting them for the first time. You unlock their phone, right? Their minds are blown. You show that you have this psychic ability, and you tell their credit card number, last four digits of the credit card, tell their best friend's name whom you have never met, and tell
Yeah.
their crush name or family friend name, your pet name, all those things, right? They feel, how does this guy know about it? I'm not even on social media friends with them or anything. So
Right.
that they even talk about it after a few years. I met few people who've been still talking about the trick which I've done long back. I've even completely forgotten what I've done. So
Wow.
yeah, that's funny.
Knowing that itself is so scary. Did you unlock my phone? No, it's okay. So it's very interesting, though. I mean, so when you said hacking the mind of the people, right? So basically, what exactly you do in that? In the sense, I don't need the process. How do you do it? But basically, let's say that you want to hack my mind. So what does it mean?
I mean, I can't give you the details, but
No, no, you don't have to give me the details.
I know
Just
there are few techniques which you learn
very
over
high
the
level.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which you learn over the years with experience, and there are some influencing words. Okay, the what I speak, it actually makes a difference. I mean, I influence them in certain way, like how
Okay.
I want the outcome to be. So I take them to that path, and their body language, their behavior, all those
Okay. Okay.
patterns. So I analyze. You have to be a good observer, basically, as a mentalist. You need to
Right.
observe. Yeah. So
So is a mentalist is same as face reading?
not exactly, but we use face reading as one of the techniques also. Whether
Okay.
he's giving out me some clues through his facial expressions, your body language, all those things. Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. I mean, mentalist as well as magic. Wow, that combination itself is so, I'd say, deadly, and at the same time very interesting too. I mean, deadly. I say that is if you think in a very different perspective, and interesting. I see that is very fun. A lot of fun in that, because like as you said, people can get really freaked out when you start saying about their secret, from the phone, right? Unlock their phone and talk about their best friend and so on and so forth. That can be really freaking, and
Yeah.
and also
Yeah, it's fun.
and it's also a lot of fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So do you intend to teach the magic for any beginners, like for example, let's say the kids? See, the one thing, I think a lot of parents, they want to call you for the birthday parties or anything, because kids love magic, right? And you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, right? So, and they just love it. Hey, how did you do it? How did you do it? And all, right? And there are a lot of kids, just the way like you got inspired by someone. Of course you are not a kid, but you are like a grown up person at that time. But still there are a lot of kids who have this in their mind that they want to learn some magic. So do you have any plans or any intending activities to do this in the future?
Yeah, I think future definitely, Raju sir. Probably down the lane, probably 6-7 years down the lane.
Okay.
I don't want to take all the secrets with me to the grave. So definitely, I'll probably be
Well
sharing it.
said, well
But
said.
But the thing is, I don't want to make it too common now because I don't want too many competitors coming and telling that, oh, I know how we did that. Because now I'm
Yeah,
unique, right? I'm getting all those importance. So I'm going
right.
to take that importance
That
probably.
is true. That is
And
true.
and then once it becomes easy access, because there's already easy access to people now because of YouTube and other things.
Yes.
And but slowly in a channelized way, I might start somewhere down the lane.
So that is a very good approach, I would say, because you're still quite young, and then if you are enjoying when you're as a passion, then definitely you want to keep that going, and everybody would like to keep their passion going. It doesn't matter at what age they are in, right? So the as you start aging up, also your passion starts growing more and more, and and it was just a very generic question because um, in music also, when you play some music, immediately the parents are interested in getting their kids put in those music activities. So it was a very generic question, but it's very well responded. So how hard it is to learn magic or being a mentalist?
I mean, it's like any other profession. Like if you're into coding now, you have to learn a new language. You have to put that interest and you have to put that effort. So you put that
Hmm.
interest and effort. I think you can pick up magic just like
अच्छा.
any other. Yeah.
ओके. सो दर्शकों को बताऊं, अगर आपको जादूगिरी सीखना है, डेफिनेटली आप अपना इंटरेस्ट तो पहला बनाना चाहिए. जैसे वो आशिक जी बता रहे हैं कि भाई वो एक पैशन होना चाहिए, एक इंटरेस्ट होना चाहिए. जैसे हम कोई भी प्रोफेशन में अपना एक नाम कमाना चाहते हैं, अपना एक स्थिर या फाउंडेशन एक सॉलिड बनाना चाहते हैं, तो उसके लिए डेफिनेटली एक पैशन का होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. और पैशन होने से सिर्फ काम नहीं होएगा. when you're learning something, you have to practice it. You have to be dedicated. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
No.
You have to be, if you have to be dedicated to that, then only you can learn something, then only you can learn. So Dallas guys, don't ever look here and there for your entertainment. Always we have Ashik Prakash available in Frisco. Definitely check with me if you want to get his detail, but definitely he's a very well known in DFW area. And still you can book Ashik on his Facebook as well as Insta and social media pages. Definitely you will find him, and he is a great entertainer. That much is for sure, because Ashik is being referred to us to Bharat Anveshan because people have seen his work, and people have enjoyed his work, and that is the reason Explore India or Bharat Anveshan decided that we should get Ashik on our platform, so that he is known to, or he's being given exposure to more and more audience in the coming days. So what else are very important in magic? For example, okay, let me take one step back. When you do the magic, how your wife reacts in the house, like how is family comfort level, or you
I mean,
do any magic on her sometimes?
for that, I'm working on black magic. It might take some years. That's a tough one. But yeah, they love my magic, and more than they want to know how it is done. That is that part of it. Once I do it right, they want to tell me. I should explain them how the trick is done. Otherwise, they're not going to let me go anywhere. They're going to lock me up. My daughter, especially, and my wife too. Because
Sure.
and seeing my magic for so many years now, they know, they have an idea. Like this
Yes.
trick is done like this, and they come up. I mean, they are my critics too. They tell me that people are going to figure you out if you do this trick, so don't do
Right.
this. So they give me all those
Right.
suggestions, and yeah,
No, that is very good thing, because they are the honest people who can be to you, and you can take it in a very positive way. But
correct.
yes, it's always definitely a challenging thing to share what you do exactly.
Yeah.
but it's nice. So चलिए एक और छोटा सा ब्रेक लेते हैं, फिर उसके बाद हमारा वार्तालाप चलता रहेगा आशिक जी के साथ. हम जादू के बारे में एक और गाना सुनेंगे.
I love you. I love you, किरण.
वाह, क्या तेवर है सुनील के आने का.
जादू तेरी नजर, खुशबू तेरा बदन. जादू तेरी नजर, खुशबू तेरा बदन. तू हाँ कर या ना कर, तू हाँ कर या ना कर. तू है मेरी किरण, तू है मेरी किरण. फासले और कम हो रहे हैं, दूर से पास हम हो रहे हैं. फासले और कम हो रहे हैं, दूर से पास हम हो रहे हैं. मांग लूंगा तुझे आसमां से, छीन लूंगा तुझे इस जहां से. तू हाँ कर या ना कर, तू हाँ कर या ना कर. तू है मेरी किरण, तू है मेरी किरण. जादू तेरी नजर, खुशबू तेरा बदन. तू हाँ कर या ना कर, या ना कर. तू है मेरी किरण, तू है मेरी किरण. तू है मेरी किरण, तू है मेरी किरण. तू है मेरी किरण, तू है मेरी किरण.
A beautiful song from the movie Dar, Shah Rukh Khan, Juhi Chawla and Sunny Deol acted movie, which was one of the super hit movies of Hindi cinema world, I can say, and very beautifully sung by Udit Narayan ji. And जादू का word जब भी इस्तेमाल होता है, this is the first song I get in my mind. जादू तेरी नज़र, खुशबू तेरा बदन, तू है मेरी किरण. एंड इसीलिए मैंने सोचा कि आज ये मैजिक का बात हो रहा है, मैजिशियन से बात हो रही है, तो ये जादू का एक गाना डाल ही देते हैं. डेफिनेटली आप सबको पसंद आया होगा. विच इज़ अ शॉर्ट एंड स्वीट सॉन्ग आई वुड से. एंड अगेन आप सबको वेलकम करते हुए एक्सप्लोर इंडिया भारत अन्वेषण में वंस अगेन आशिक जी के साथ बात हो रही है, हु इज़ ए मेंटलिस्ट एज वेल एज ए मैजिशियन. तो what is the most difficult magic trick you think, or of course, I mean, you don't have to explain the process or anything. Like for example, there is I have seen some magic shows, in the sense, like people take out the wine bottles after a wine bottle, after wine bottle, and after wine bottle, and there are like suddenly the hanky somebody will take and that turns into the pigeon, and then suddenly one pigeon, two pigeon, and suddenly there is a nest, and so on and so forth. So it's mind blowing, okay. And I can never think where so many wine bottles and where so many pigeons were hidden. Okay. And how it is being, like, how it comes, is it like an illusion? Is it like like as you said, hacking your mind, or because what I understand after discussing with you a little bit, interacting with you, is you hack your mind of the audience and then you show the magic.
No, yeah. What?
No, okay, I'm totally
No.
wrong then. Okay.
No. So this I thought you're more interested in the wine bottle than the trick because you're like more bottles, more bottles, more bottles.
Yeah. There is a joke, right? When this kind of shows are being circulated in the social media, so somebody comments, "Oh, I think we should call that magic for our somebody's marriage," So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, so this bottle thing and yeah, the bird act is a really tough one. You need a lot of practice, and it is again the sleight of hand. And even this wine bottle stuff, whatever you told, even that is sleight of hand. Yeah, that is all more of misdirection, and yeah, it's a sleight of hand work than any mentalism or mind reading work there. So nothing to do with the mind. It's all about how quick you are, how fast you are in doing all those things. It takes a lot of practice, dedication, discipline. Yeah, and bird act is very tough because you even need to maintain those birds, right? And
Exactly.
yeah, without hurting them and other things. So
Right.
that is a little tricky one.
Oh,
I feel.
so what you're saying is it's basically the hand acts,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
Wow, that is incredible.
Correct. Yeah.
Wow. But it is shown in most of the magic shows, and why is that? Since it's not related to the mental,
Yeah.
abilities. Or
Yeah. It is magic. Yeah. It is magic. It is not mentalism. I mean, anything related to impressing the crowd, right, or vanish or producing something, it comes under this magic
under the
category.
magic thing.
Under
Okay, okay. Wow. And also, like, suddenly I see a woman is cut into two pieces, and suddenly, the half piece is gone, and she is like still alive.
Yeah.
And I mean, that is like totally like mind hacking, I would say.
No, those are illusions. Those are big stage
Illusions.
illusions. If you see, they get all these big boxes. I'm not
Right.
a big fan of that because first of all, carrying those boxes is a big pain, and and secondly, after the show, you have to assemble yourself, get it back. I like it very easy. I want to keep everything in my pocket.
Right.
I like organic things like your mobile phone, your
Yeah.
whatever it is, pen, whatever, small things,
Right.
cards, money, do with all such things, and which happens right under your nose, right?
Right.
So
Right.
when you're doing on a stage, big stage, getting those boxes, even the kids will tell there is something in that box, uncle. So,
Yeah.
I like to keep myself little distant from that. Nothing against the performers, but
No,
there are
no, no.
great
Absolutely.
performers as well with those
Yes.
things who have their own style and techniques. But
Yeah.
I'm more into up close things, right, happening
No,
under
that
you.
is true because I think these suddenly taking the pen from here and putting it here, or those kind of things. Yeah, 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 and also suddenly vanishing coin or the bills from their pocket and taking out from your pocket, and those kind
Yeah,
of things. Yeah. Yeah, that's very interesting. But it's very nice of you to be honest in that, admitting, saying that, not fond of those big boxes and all, and assembly and disassembling and so on
yeah,
and so forth. No, that's good to know because see, we see a lot of TV shows, and we have seen otherwise also in person magic shows, and we have seen all these big items brought in and taken out and so on and so forth. So that is a mindset everybody has, and these are the small things that you mentioned, the organic stuff. Those are really mind blowing too because. It's not easy, like suddenly to think that your wallet is gone out of your pocket, or it's not easy to think like that, and suddenly think that one dollar bill is vanished or so and so forth. That's incredible. So दर्शकों को बताऊं कि आशिक जी रहते हैं फ्रिस्को में, and if you have any event, definitely, I mean, he is open for any event that he can perform, and definitely you can reach him out on any social media. And Ashik, I have one question, that you participated in Frisco Got Talent, and so tell me something about that event, please.
yeah. That was a great experience. Actually, it was basically 3 rounds. The first round was the audition round, and you
Okay.
had all contestants from musicians, singers, gymnasts, and all different acts together
Okay.
performing for auditions. And they selected around 40 people from the auditions out of Frisco. It was not only Frisco; it was open for Dallas, Fort Worth as well. And
Wow.
and yeah, the so when I went for the after the auditions, I was selected for the auditions. I went for the first semi-final just to get an idea like how the performers are. So when I saw them, they were incredible. I mean, what I planned to do my act next day, after seeing them, I thought if I do my act, I'm not going to get selected for sure, because the judges got confused whom to pick, whom not to pick.
Right, right.
And then I thought, because I had my best act, which I kept for finals, overconfident. I was thinking, I'm going to do something in semifinals, get selected. Finals, I'm going to perform this trick. But when I saw them, I thought there is no point I doing any other trick. I need to do my best trick in semifinals. At least let me go till finals. Winning finals is different thing. At least let me go till finals to save my face. So I did my trick, and I was confident with that. So I got selected in semifinals.
Very nice.
And the final was the toughest part, because I didn't have any better trick. I mean, because I performed my best trick in semifinals. So that was the creativity which kicked in, right? I used all my experience, whatever America's Got Talent or other talent shows I've been watching.
Sure.
I did all those things. Then I used to practice. My office is 1 hour drive, and I don't get time. Morning drop kids, office work, and you have the daily chores,
Yes,
right?
yes, sure.
So when I used to go to office, I used to think like what I can do, what would be my lines, what can I change, how can I involve the judges so that they get
Right.
involved and they have to experience it, right? And at the same time, engage the crowd and keep them engaged for that entire act of mine. So I used all those things, and I finally thought that emotional touch is the best thing to do, right? So I used my daughter. I connected my magic with my daughter.
Wow.
And yeah, I'll send you that video.
Yes.
Just to edit a little bit of it. Probably I'll share it soon. So finally, I had that emotional connect, a story, everything, and then had that impact.
Wow, that is incredible, because you won that contest, right?
Yes,
The
yeah.
Frisco Got Talent. Congratulations, excellent.
Yeah, thank you.
So we wish you from Bharat Anveshan as well that you win so many like this in the future too, and we wish you very success in the coming days for sure. So Ashik, as I mentioned before we started the program, you don't know how 1 hour goes by.
Yeah,
As we keep talking, right? So it's never ending. It goes on and on and on. There are so many other questions, but we are running almost close to the show now. So you want to say something to the audience?
Yeah, first of all, thanks for everybody, my family, friends, for joining in that short notice, right? It's a Sunday night, I know. Probably IPL matches are also going on.
Yes,
Everybody's
that
glued
is
to
right.
their TV, and they've taken their time, come here. So thanks for the time, and special thanks to Soumya Bandali and Harsha Kolla for the
Yes,
recommendation. And
yes.
thanks to you, Rajiv sir, and Sandesh, right? I forgot his name.
Sandeep,
Sorry.
Sandeep.
Sandeep. Thanks to
Yes.
Sandeep and Rajiv sir for this entire show and the platform. I had a great.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. And thank you, Sandeep, and thank you, A&V Perspective. So for the people, just want to let them know that if you have any requirement in Bangalore for any events that you are conducting, reach out to A&V Perspective. They are also on Facebook and also on Insta, and you can also contact me for their details. With that said, आज का भारत अन्वेषण का कार्यक्रम इधर ही खत्म करने जा रहा हूँ. अगला कार्यक्रम फिर मिलेंगे. आई डोंट नो नेक्स्ट संडे आई विल बी डूइंग भारत अन्वेषण, बट डेफिनेटली विल कम बैक नेक्स्ट मंथ फॉर श्योर. टिल देन, जहाँ पे भी रहिए, स्वस्थ रहिए और डेफिनेटली हेल्दी रहिए और हंसते रहिए, और फिर मिलेंगे भारत अन्वेषण में. थैंक यू वेरी मच आशिक. थैंक यू.
Yeah, thanks, Rajiv sir. Thanks. Bye.
चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना. चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना. कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। प्यार करते करते हम तुम कहीं खो जाएंगे, इन्हीं बहारों के आंचल में थक के सो जाएंगे। प्यार करते करते हम तुम कहीं खो जाएंगे, इन्हीं बहारों के आंचल में थक के सो जाएंगे। सपनों तुम यूं ही सजाते रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। बीच राह में दिलबर बिछड़ जाए कहीं हम मगर, और सुनी सी लगे तुम्हें जीवन की ये डगर। बीच राह में दिलबर बिछड़ जाए कहीं हम मगर, और सुनी सी लगे तुम्हें जीवन की ये डगर। हम बुलाते रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। रोते हंसते बस यूं गुनगुनाते रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना।
जुबां खामोश रखो, कुछ बातें इनको कहने दो। जुबां खामोश रखो, कुछ बातें इनको कहने दो। जो राज